been a crazy month. Hey everybody, this is Chris Brandt with another Future podcast. Sandesh is on a vacation somewhere and I hope he's having an awesome time. You may have noticed I haven't posted videos as frequently as usual. We usually do one every Monday. And it's a lot of work to put those things together. And I think, that and between that and the day job, it was all getting to me. And I had a little bit of a heart issue. And so I had to take a step back. I ended up in the ER. I've had this thing in the past called premature ventricle contractions. And so that basically is like your heart beats and then your ventricle goes, oh, that wasn't enough for me. I'm going to beat too. And so then your ventricle contracts and it feels like your heart's just falling out of your chest and it just sucks the air out of your lungs. And it happens, occasionally, and it's not that big of a deal. This time, though, it was happening nonstop, and it went on for a period of about 5 days, just nonstop doing that. And I ended up going to urgent care and then eventually the emergency room, and they said I was having a lot of premature ventricle contractions. I was also having premature atrial contractions. So that was kind of a new thing that maybe that's why it was feeling so much more intense. And so right now I'm wearing a heart monitor that is recording everything. And in a couple few days, I'm going to take that off and they're going to read all the data from that and give me more info. The good thing is, and this is the good news, they ruled out any major big problems, so it's not likely that, but they're still not sure why it's doing that. Popular things that can cause that are things like stress and, not watching your weight and exercising. Those things can all contribute to issues. So I decided to just slow down a bit. And so I got a little behind in booking guests and getting all the prep work done because it's actually an enormous amount of work to do the show. This is my checklist here that I use, and you can see there's a ton of stuff on here, and it's pre-production, production, and post-production stuff. But that doesn't even include finding interesting topics for the podcast, sourcing guests and researching guests and things like that, and writing scripts and all that. It's a lot. And, like I said, I've got a day job. And so, most of this stuff gets done in the evenings or on the weekends. At some point, I'm just I'm not going to push to get all this stuff out there. I'm just going to take a little bit of a break, which was a good thing. But it also made me think I do need some help with getting some of these things put together. And the only way to do that is really to look to try to start monetizing the channel. That's going to be a focus for this year. If you're anybody who's interested in sponsoring this show or anything like that, I'm eventually going to be putting together some sponsorship opportunities here. But the nice thing was, and slowing down, it actually gave me an opportunity to spend a little bit more family time, time with my kids and with the wife. And that was really nice. My daughter's going off to college. She's decided on Marquette in Wisconsin, and she's going to be there in the fall. And so, it's kind of a tough time to see her go, but I'm excited for her and, all the things that she's going to be doing there. That's going to be great for her. I'm just going to miss her a lot. My son has been, he presented me with a major presentation the other night about why he should have a chicken. And my wife is pretty clearly team chicken here. So we'll see how that goes. And in interest of trying to exercise more, I've taken up pickleball, like the rest of the old people. But my wife has dragged me into her pickleball world, and so I am going to be doing more of that. We've done a lot of really fun wellness content. If you're getting to a point where it's starting to impact your health, I would take a look at trying some of those techniques to improve upon that, because that's what I'm doing. The good news is I'm back on track, getting some guests booked, some shows prepared, got a lot of things in the works. So it's going to be an interesting year. Historically, this channel's been about emerging tech. But then, we realized that there were broader issues to talk about. Tech has an impact on society at large. So what we really found ourselves doing is really looking to talk to innovators who are really building the future. And we're seeing a lot of change in the world right now. And I am really enjoying these conversations with innovators. And I'm learning a ton from these people, and I hope you are too. And I think innovation isn't just technology. There's just conservation efforts. There's social efforts to improve the lives of everyone on the planet. There's ecological initiatives to help make the world a better place. So innovation isn't just about enterprise technology or some new gadget. Innovation is a way of living, a way of thinking about things. And so those are the people that this podcast is really about talking to. And if you have any, people that you think would be great guests and that are doing cool things, because ultimately we're talking about cool people doing cool stuff. And hopefully learning something from that. I learned stuff from that. Hopefully you're learning stuff from that. That'll make you better prepared for this brave new future we're hurtling towards. The changes with AI are not going to be minor. These are major shifts in our world. I don't think artificial intelligence is the thing that we should be worried about so much as it is our society's ability to adapt to change, because this is going to change things a lot. We're going to have to refactor how our society works, how our economic systems work. And we're going to have to come to terms with what all that looks like. I want to talk to a lot of these people who are really seeing a vision for the future and what the future is going to look like, and all the things that we need to put into place to make that future successful. So we're going to keep talking to cool people. Like I said, if you have some cool ideas for great topics, some great people that we should be talking to, if you want to sponsor the show, reach out to me. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. And if you're not following us there, you should follow us on those channels as well. Thanks for hanging in there. Thanks for making this podcast successful. We've had a really good year. We've got, our subscriptions have really grown tremendously and just continue to keep growing. We've had just a ton of views. We've had some really successful episodes. We've talked to some amazing people who are doing amazing things. So hopefully you're enjoying that, and we'll continue to enjoy that and support the channel. Leave us some comments to let us know what you think. And thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for being around. Thanks so much for being you. Keep innovating. Build that future. Let's make this world a better place. And I will see you in the next one.